Miss, before you start to ask the recording, how do I get to your recording? When I can get to Miss Sims' one, I
I
cannot get to
always
you.
email my recording, the link to the recording, because it's email, the link, it's a YouTube link. So I don't understand. I sent the
Okay.
recording and a link to the recording every class. It's a YouTube link.
Okay.
So you click on the link and you go straight to the recording. Check back your email,
Okay.
man. It's a YouTube link.
Okay, then.
I always upload my one to the YouTube. To me, it's easier to access that way for me. That's
Okay.
what I do. Nobody has and I seen the YouTube link in the email.
Yes, miss, I've seen it.
Right. So just check it back. That's what I do. I upload it to YouTube, so you can always click and access it. So just check it back, all right?
Okay.
Mhm. If you haven't gotten it, just send me an email and let me know, and I will try and send them back to you. All right. So let's go into the meat of the matter. Let me know when you're seeing the screen, please.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Miss.
All right. So can anyone tell me what can we, before we get into it, what can Excel be used to do?
To make a list, to make different timetables.
All right. Anybody else?
Miss, it can use to do calculation.
Calculations. Good. Anything else? All right. Go ahead. All right. So yes, it can do calculation. So it's mostly for the calculating aspect. You can do tables. You can do charts as well in there. You, c- you can create a chart in it as well. Right. You can do rostering. You can do charts, tables. So there's so many things you can do. But for this, we're going to be learning some different formulas. We're going to be learning the sum function, the minimum, the maximum, the average function, and learning how, right? So those are the things that we are going to be doing. All right.
So me figure learn VLOOKUP on all them stuff.
No, we're not going so deep, darling. Not going
Okay.
so deep. Not going so deep. So if you look at the top of the what is the top part called again? What is the top section called again? The what? What do we call this top section? All of this. Hello? Nobody remembers? Remember the word ribbon?
Yes, miss.
Right. So it is similar. So most of it when Word or Excel or PowerPoint, you can access the you have the ribbon where you have the different menus. So on the so what we're going to be doing, as I tell you, is formulas. No, one sec. Sorry, one sec. I said, okay, she was let in. Oh, she was. All right, sorry about that. Right, so at the top here on the ribbon, you see where it's saying A1. Are you seeing the A1?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Yes, miss.
Miss.
All right, so right here, what it's saying, no, it is a name box. So that means that's where the name comes, the name of the, so each of these little boxes are called cells, and the cells have a name. So it right here at the top here, so it's a name box. So it tells you the name of the cell. Now, the letters that you see are going down here. So columns are going down, rows go across. So each cell is represented by the column and a row. And it starts with the column and then the row. So that's why you have the A1. So each of the boxes are called cells, and the cells have a name. And once you click in the different cell, it shows you the name of the cell. If you use your mouse and go to the section, it tells you what exactly it is. Now, in the section here now, where it says fx, that's where your function goes. Anything that you're doing, whether you're multiplying, you're dividing, your sum, whatever it is, it goes into this section. That's a formula toolbar. So in here is where your formula will go, in this section where all your formulas will go. So when you type it in the cell, it will be shown in the formula section. Now, while Excel does not recognize words, meaning that you cannot multiply word, you can't divide word, you can't sum it, you can't find the minimum, you can't do all of that in Microsoft Word. But you can type the information, but you cannot do any calculation with it, but only with formulas. Now, in Excel, when you start any formula, you must start with an equal sign. What must you start with?
Sign.
A what?
Equal sign.
You must start with an equal sign. If you don't start with an equal sign, that means you won't be able to do any type of calculation in it. Right? So, I'm going to, who's going to be able to share the screen this morning? After who's going to be able to share the screen? Anyone? Anyone has a device that can share screen? All right, so I have some headings here. Item, quantity, cost, then total. Now question, if I have a quantity and I have a cost, how you think I will be able to find the total? What do you think we'll have to do to find the total?
You have to check it, miss.
No, I want to know how you're going to check it. Tell me what you think you can be able to do to check it. I have a quantity and I have a cost. How you think I will find the total for that? I have the quantity and I have the cost. What do you think?
Miss,
Oh, what?
go to the equal.
You can multiply it?
Multiply. That's what I want to hear. Multiply. You're going to be multiplying the figures in order to get that total. So give me about 5 items. Tell me, give it to me. Give me the name of some items.
Rice.
Right? What else?
Mixed parts.
Huh?
Mixed parts.
All right. Anything
Mutton.
else? I need about 5.
Mutton.
Okay. Yes.
White wine.
Somebody feel for white today. All right, next. One more.
Maggie, all purpose.
Okay. All right. Fine. So here we have the item. I should put it as items because it is more than one. Now, for the quantity, how much how much of each? So give me just the figure, just the quantity, just the figure. How much of each would you want? Give me some
10.
figure. 10, all right.
15.
15 for the mixed parts.
Yes, miss.
All right. How much for the button? How much quantity?
5.
Huh?
5.
All right. White wine.
10 buckle.
This who that? The 10 buckle.
I saw you come out.
I saw try that.
Yes, miss.
All purpose Maggie.
4.
4. All right, good. So we have the quantity. So next thing now for the cost section, we are going to be putting the cost for one of each item. So just give me the figure, one of each item.
$50.
50. All right, next one.
$260.
Next.
$950.
Whoa, all right. All right.
And the white
80.
wine of a $2,000 fee white wine.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All purpose
680.
Maggie. How much? 80?
Yes.
All right. So
No, 680.
come again?
680.
Say it again.
680.
For all purpose Maggie?
No, the buckle one is a restaurant, miss.
All right. Fine. Okay, so we know the quantity and we know the cost, but we don't know the total. So what do we say when we start with a formula in Excel? What do? We start with what?
Equal sign.
We start with the equal sign. Then what we will do next is we will use a mouse and we click on the quantity figure. You notice that the figure does not show. What is showing? What is showing there?
The cell.
The cell, the name of the cell is shown. Good, so you would not see in the figure with it showing the cell. So in Excel now, the multiplication sign is the star. Now the star button is above the 8. So I press my shift key and press the 8 and I get my multiplication sign, because that's a multiplication sign in Excel. Then now I will using my mouse and I'm going to click on the cost figure. Same thing happens again. Only thing brings up there is the cell name, not the figure. Then I click on enter and I found so that's the multiplication equal B2 times C2. So it shows me it gives me the total. So how would we find the total now of mixed parts? What's the first thing we say we're going to put?
You click on quantity.
The equal sign.
Equal sign. Then we did what next?
Click on quantity.
Click on the quantity figure, not the word quantity, the figure. Then?
Instead I press, no, and that's where you press the shift here.
The multiplication sign.
The multiplication sign. So yes, you have to press the shift key to get the multiplication sign.
Oh.
Right. That's where the shift key comes in. So you press the shift and above the 8 is the multiplication sign. And then what we do next? What do we do next?
Click on the cost figure.
Click on the cost figure. Where is the cost figure? Where it is? What cell? C?
3.
C3, good. So you click on the C3 where the figure is, and then what do you do next?
Press enter.
Enter. Come, tell me again, what is the next one?
Equal sign.
Right?
Click on quantity figure,
Tell
which
me where
is
it is.
B4.
Right? Then,
Shift 8, which is the multiplication sign.
right?
Then you click on C4 as well. Then
Okay,
enter.
great. Next one. It look like
Click
it's
on equal.
What's a shy? Should I tell you this one, you know, cause fear on this. Fear.
Yes, sir.
Come Sasha, you're one this.
Equal sign.
Right?
B5.
Right?
Shift 8, multiplication. Click on C5.
Right?
Equal sign.
Uh-uh.
No, enter, sorry.
Okay, good. Next, last one.
All right, I click on the equal sign right there
Yeah.
and type B5.
No, look again.
B6, miss.
Yeah, B6. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, and there click on the quantity figure.
What is comes after the
multiplication sign.
The multiplication sign, and then
We should press shift. You press shift key to get the multiplication sign.
yeah, you press shift and 8 to get the multiplication sign.
Shift and number 8.
Yeah, because the star is above the 8. It's a star, you know. If you look, it's a star. The star is above the 8. So you have to press the shift key to get it.
Okay.
Then what's
and
next?
then the quantity figure.
Which is where?
Yeah, the quantity figure over number 4. The 4 in the blue box.
No man, we click on the quantity figure already. And we put the times. Then what is next?
Because we have to do now.
So wait a minute. When I click on the quantity figure, what else I do?
You're not seeing it on the screen.
Me see, but it a go too fast. Me not catch it.
All right, look
So what
again.
she do now? So now what she do is she start with the equal sign, right? Because that's how you can start it. After she start with the equal sign, click on the cell what she wants, right? So she wanted the quantity, so she click on B6. Is it me?
She click on quantity and press B6.
No, when you click on the figure, the cell shows.
And
The name of it shows up. The figure doesn't show. The figure doesn't show, you know, the name of the cell shows. Let us go again. When you're multiplying figures, first thing is equal sign. Where is my quantity figure? Where is it? My last quantity figure. Where is it?
B bracket.
B what? My last
B4.
quantity figure. My last quantity figure. Where is
4.
It? Look again.
All purpose Maggie 4.
Where is it? It cannot. It's not. I don't want it to tell me the figure. You know. Where is it? What cell?
The last cell, number 6.
So it's B what? B
So,
what?
B6, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So when I click on it now, it shows me B6. Good?
Yeah.
You're not going to see the figure show. You're going to see the cell.
Yeah.
Right? Then what comes next?
Okay, so you click on the quantity
figure. Right? Then what comes next after that?
You press you press the shift key and number 8 to get the multiplication sign.
Right? And then now do what next?
Okay, so after I do that now, you know what's alright, that's on my last.
What are we multiplying? What figures are we multiplying? What figures are we multiplying? Type it
The
nice.
4, all right. So in the B bracket and the C bracket, I'm multiplying.
Good. So what we multiply now? What is it that we multiply next? We have the B6 and then what we're going to multiply?
Oh, so I got this the C6.
Right. And then we press enter. So that's how we find. We multiply 2 cells. Here's the formula.
All right.
So all right, let's try it again. All right, remember now, equal sign is when you start any formula. So I have 50 and I have another figure here. I want to multiply my quantity times my cost. The first thing you say you put is what? What's the first thing?
The equal
The
sign.
equal sign.
Equal sign. Then I use my mouse and I do what?
You click on quantity.
Not the
In
word
the
quantity, but
the
the quantity
quantity
figure.
figure,
Right.
yeah.
Then what we do next?
You press the shift key and number 8 to get the multiplication sign.
Good. And then what is next?
And then you press D7, right?
Not D7.
You click on D. You click on the last bracket in D.
Not D.
A, B, C,
C7. C7.
Yeah, C7. Yeah, C7.
Right. And then what next?
You equal it.
What do you press to get this to final thing?
Enter.
Good.
Okay.
Right? So so that's all the multiplication works. Is equal. You click on your first cell, it doesn't matter where it is. You put your multiplication sign and then you click on your you click on your next cell. So that is for the multiplication. That's for the multiplication sign. If I touch the formula, it just moves. All right. So one thing is what we want to know, find the sum. Now the sum can also interchange for grand total. So if you say sum and grand total, it means the same thing. So we want to find the sum, minimum. What is a minimum figure? What does that mean? What minimum mean? Anyone can tell me?
Smallest.
The smallest number, all right, good. Then we have the maximum. Then average. All right. So those are the formulas that we're going to be doing. The sum, the minimum, the maximum, and the average. Now, remember, anything that you're doing, you must start with what?
The equal sign.
Equal sign. Any formula, anything you're doing, you must start with an equal sign or it is not going to work. Now, I want to find the grand total or the sum of my cost figures. Where would I put the cursor to find the cost of the sum or the grand total of my cost figures? Where would I put where would I put the
C2.
no,
Of course.
you don't want to put it in where the figure is. You want to put it
If you put it in an empty cell, right, where it says sum plus grand total under cost.
Exactly. So we put it in an empty cell where the word is. So if we're going to find the sum or the grand total of the cost figures, where can I put it, the cursor? Which one of the cells?
C9.
We can put the X at C9 because we're finding the sum of the cost figures or the grand total of the cost figures. So it's the same way like when you're doing your addition and when you're doing your adding up, you don't draw your line and you put your total and at the bottom, don't it? When you're doing regular
Yes, miss.
addition, same way in an Excel, you have to go at the end of it and you're going to find your total. So in Excel now, what we say the first thing we do was put what?
The equal sign.
Equal sign, good. Then now, the formula now is equal then sum.
Sum.
S-U-M. Because we're finding the sum of the cost figures. Then the next thing in Excel that you do is the open bracket. Now the open bracket is above the 9. So I press the shift key to get the open bracket above the 9. Right? So we want to be summing up all the cost figures. Where is the first cost figure?
C2.
Where?
C2.
C2, good. So I want to be summing up from C2 and where the cost figures end?
C7.
C7. So I'm going to be putting a colon. I put my colon and then now I will click on my last figure, press the shift key and close my bracket and press enter. And it sums it up. So it's equal sum, open bracket, C2 colon C7. So it's actually saying from C2 to C7. Let us do that again. What's the first thing we say we do when we find in formula? We do what?
The equal sign.
Equal sign. Then it's a sum with it was sum of the figures we're doing. So it's equal then
Sum.
S-U-M. Good. Then what's the next step after this? We're going to do what? Put a
Open
Open
bracket.
bracket.
open bracket. And remember the open bracket is above the 9. Then we're going to use the mouse and click on our first cost figure. Then what comes next? Well, you remember
Colon.
the what?
Colon.
The colon. Good. And then what do we do next after we put the colon?
Press C7.
We click at C7 and then we
Close bracket.
close the bracket and then press
Enter.
enter. So easy. Any questions, anybody? All right, let us find the sum now of the total figures that we have here. So what's the first thing we say now? What's the first?
Equal sign.
Equal, then?
SUM sum.
Then?
Open bracket.
All right, then we click on the?
D2 colon.
Right.
Then we click to D7. Close the bracket. Then enter.
Great. So we're finding the sum of the total figures and the sum of the cost figures. Any questions, anybody? All right. So, who can tell me how you think we can find the minimum then?
Equal min
Equal sign.
equal min
Uh-huh.
open bracket cell number colon cell number close bracket enter.
Nice. All right, so it is equal min, then our open bracket. We click on our first figure. We put the colon. We click on our last figure. Then we close the bracket and we press enter. Now, while you might say, but I can look at the figure and know what is the minimum one, right? But remember, you can have 100 figures going down and you don't want to be going scrolling through. Suppose you have the whole above 500 figures going down, right? You don't want to be scrolling through to just find the minimum figure. You use a formula. Excel deals with formulas. All right, so let us find the minimum now of the total figures.
Equal sign.
I hear your word, nothing, no, Leslie. Anybody else can talk?
Min
Mm-hmm.
open bracket D2
Right,
colon
right,
D7 close
right.
bracket enter.
Excellent.
Miss
What
Amian
about
Brian do that talk.
anybody else? Well, it's 3 persons
All
mostly
right.
mount I hear, I hear Nile, I hear, so I want, I want to know if anybody else is paying attention. So
Mr.
Shoy,
Mesa,
I need to hear your mouth next.
Miss Fabien attack. I listen to my voice.
Oh, we don't read. Brittany,
Yes, miss.
your time. Maximum. What's the first thing when the formula? Come the man. Try.
Miss Equal.
Right? Mm-hmm. What comes next?
Max.
Right. Excellent. Then what? Equal max, then
Those round something, I remember what that name.
open bracket.
The open bracket and see 2.
right? Then one. Then what?
Mr. 2 dot them.
All right, the colon. It's called a colon.
Yeah, the colon
All
C7.
right. All right, good. And then we close the bracket.
Yeah, close
Yes,
the bracket.
and then
And
press.
enter.
All right, great. What about average? No, the thing with average now, there's no shortening for average. So the average, all of the word have to be spelled out. There's no shortening. Why we have shortening for minimum and maximum? There's no shortening for average. So what would be the formula for average? The process remains the same. The only thing is changing is the word. So it is what?
Equal sign. Average.
All right.
Open bracket. C2 colon C7 close bracket. Enter.
All right, good. Now what is average? What is average? Anybody can tell me what is average? What do you know average?
Everything it's when you add your total and then divide it by the amount of things that you have.
Great. So that's what it automatically does. It adds up everything and it divide it by the amount of numbers. So it add up all of this, 50, this 26, all of these 6 numbers here, and divide it by 6. And that's what it does. So it automatically does it. So what Excel allows you to do, it is eliminate for you to be manually calculating and doing it for you. So it makes it a bit easier. So that's it for the average. Now, let's say I want a main heading at the top here. I don't have a main heading. I type all of this and I miss the heading. What I will do, I will click on the row 1, right? If it's click on row 1, then I right click on my mouse and I click insert. What happens? What is happening?
A new cell was added to the top. A new cell and row.
A new row was added. Good. Can you give me the name here, what I can use for this main heading? What can I use for a main heading for this?
Food list.
All right. Food list. No problem. Good. So I put it in my first cell, which is A1. But what happens? I want it to be centered in between all my figures here. So I click on my first cell. I keep down the mouse and I select all 4 cells. If you notice now, the first cell does not look like it is selected. However, in Excel, the first cell does not normally look like it is selected, but it is. So you click on the mouse, you keep it down, and you select going across. Then I'm going to click on merge and center. And tell me what happens when I click merge and center a while ago.
All the cells merge and the word and the heading is in the center.
Good. So it becomes one cell. So all of this now become A1 because I started it was typed in A1. It was typed in A1, so it started now. So once I selected now, all it becomes one cell and it is also centered. So now we see all of this figure and then now we don't look like money we're talking about. So I'm going to be selecting all my cost and total figures. So I click on my first figure. I keep down the mouse. I select going across and down. I do not stop until I select everything. So let me go again. I click on the mouse. I keep it down. And I continue selecting until I select all the cells that I want. And remember in Excel, the first one is not normally selected. And then I click on my $sign and I have my $sign. The $sign is on your ribbon and it is all right, it's on your ribbon. So there I have my $sign. I know that I'm talking about money. So that's the proper way to get your $sign. You do not type in your $sign. You use the tool, the accounting, right? The toolbar here with the number sign, with the $sign, the accounting toolbar here in order to get your $sign. You do not type it in. If you type it in, it is not going to recognize the formula. So that's why you type the figures first, then now you put the $sign after. Any questions, anybody?
All right, miss. So to get the open bracket,
Yes.
you click on the very first. You click on item line, and you must left click or right click, and there you press open cell.
No. Talk again.
Yes, miss. So to get a heading.
Oh, the heading. No, I
Yeah.
click on my row. The
number
top row.
one on the
I click on
row.
the top row.
Yeah.
Right. I right click on the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I click insert. That's how I get it. Click on it. Click on the row. Right click on the mouse. And I click insert.
Yes.
That's all you get the row above. So
And
I
then
don't
you right click again, and you click on merge cell.
All right, so to merge it now, I select the cells what I want to merge.
Mm-hmm.
Then I click on merge and center. You see the merge and center button at the top?
Yes.
Right, so I select the cells that I want to merge first. So I select the cells that I want to merge first, and then I click on merge and center. And then it does that. Then it merge it and center the information. So you have to select it first before you can merge and center anything. Clear?
Yes, I am clear.
All right. So if I don't want the row, I click on it back. I right click on the mouse and I delete. I don't want it. I click on the row, right click on the mouse and delete, and it goes away. In the same way, like how I insert as a row, it can be inserted anywhere in between as well. So let's say I missed something between mutton and white wine. I click on white wine because I want the cell to be inserted above. I write how do I insert a new row? What do I do?
Okay, so you right click.
Right.
And then you click on insert.
Good. So there's a new one between mutton now and white wine. So I'm going to type new information. Right? And then I can go about my formula now. I click on my cell, put my times, and then I click on my cost figure and press enter. Right? So you can insert in between a cell, a row. In the same way you can insert going across, you can insert going down. So if you want to insert a new column going down, you click on the column where you want it to go before it. You right click and you click insert. Same process. If you don't want it, you click on it, you right click and press delete. Right? So let's say I want a chart to represent my information. I select all of my information. Remember in Excel, the first one is not normally inserted, selected. It looks like it's selected, but it is. Right? I select all of my information. I go to insert on my ribbon, and then I look for charts. Now it gives me a lot of types of charts here that I can choose from. So you can go to the one that you'll see that is best represent your information. So I'm going to be using a column chart. So I click on it and I press the chart that I want. And the chart represents the information that I have there. So let's go again. You select all the information. You go to insert, and then you choose the type of chart that you want. Because there are many there. You have column chart or bar chart. You have line and area chart. You have pie chart. Right? You have many different types of charts that are there to represent your information. So you choose the best one that can represent the information that you want. So I want to use the column chart. So I clicked on one that I want, and then the chart comes up representing the information that I have there. So that's easy how you can able to create your chart. You select your information, and then you go to insert, and then you choose the chart that you want. Any questions?
Clear.
So in the same way like how you can color and do your information in words, the same way. You can put a color to it, you can bold it, you can underline, you can change the style of the writing. You can do everything like you do in Microsoft Word, in Excel, when you come on to the words and so on. You can always change the style of the writing. You can always just change the color. All of that it can be done in Excel.
The weirdest thing about it is so when I did I go high school, then teach you this simple something so hard that them doing it. Because to find the formula, them make it seem hard. That's all you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best try it as best as possible because it's not hard. It's just how you. It's not hard. Its process remains the same. It's just that the wording is changed. That's all to it, you know. The wording is changed. For these simpler, you have more complex formulas. You have much more complex formulas, but we're not going there. So one of the other things that we want to show you is GCT. What is GCT in Jamaica? What is our GCT in Jamaica?
15%.
15%. Good. So it is percentage that we're talking about. So let's say now we want to find the GCT of our total figure. right? So we say it's 15%. When we're doing any formula, what we say we must have. And 15% means what? 15% means what?
15 out of 100.
15.
15 out of 100. So I click on my 15, I equal sign first. I type my 15. Now in Excel, since it's 15 over 100, you notice it's, and that sign mean what? It means division in Excel. I mean, in Excel, when it's a 15 over 100 over, it's talking about division. So in Excel, our that forward backslash there, you see in the slash, which is below the question mark. That is our division sign. So that there, that you're seeing there, that slash there that you see, is the division. And it is below the question mark on your keyboard. And we're dividing 15 by what?
100.
100.
100. Now, what we're going to be doing now is 15% off the figure. So what off mean? What off mean?
Multiply.
Multiply. So we're going to put our multiplication sign. And then now we're going to be clicking on our sum figure and press enter. So it gives me the GCT of my total figure. So it is equal 15 divided by the 100, and you times it by the figure that I'm asking you to multiply it by. 15% of your total figure. So even if you get a percentage, you know it's the same process. Even if it's not GCT, it could be, give me another thing. Give me another, if it's not GCT, we have what? Tax. What kind of other tax we have?
Education tax.
All right. What else?
NHT.
All right. So GCT is more when you're buying your goods, right? Right? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So in the restaurant, what they call it? In the restaurant, when they ask for a percentage, what they call it? In the restaurants, where them call it when them have on them bills. But you know what they call that?
Not just normal tax.
Is it normal? No, man, not the
Mr. Service charge.
service charge. So it's the same process though, but even let's say them even a service charge. And the service charge is 20%. It's the same process you can use. You equal your 20, you divide it by the 100, and you times it by the figure. You click at the figure where you want to time. All right, and you press enter. So that's how you use the percentage. To find a percentage of a figure, you put the equal sign. If it's 50%, you put the 50, you divide it by the 100, and then you times it by the figure. And that's how you find percentage of a number in Excel. Right. That's how you do it as a in Excel to find the percentage of a number.
You could have go back over that again, the percentage.
All right, good. So I'm finding the GCT of the total figure. So remember, so GCT is 15%. So I put equal 15 divide, and that's the division sign in Excel. That backslash there is division sign in Excel. 100 because that's 50%. 15 over 100 is 15%. Then I press my times, and then I click at the figure that I find in the 50% off. So here I'm finding the 15% of my total figure. So I click at my figure and I press enter. And that's how you find the percentage of a number. All right, and that's pretty much it with Excel. There's nothing else we really need to go into for Excel. That's pretty much it for Excel. If you can find the formula going down, you can find it going across. It's the same process. You put your equal, you put your sum. If you're finding it, if you see, like you might get a question, it goes equal, you're going across, you put shift, you open your bracket, you click on your first figure, you put your colon, and you put on your last figure. The same process remains. It's the only thing that you're finding the sum going across, other from down. But it's the same thing. The process remains the same, it's just that you're going across instead of down. So they could ask you for it going across instead of going down. But the process remains the same, the formula remains the same. But one thing we're going across instead of going down. You're going using the row instead of the columns. Going down. So nobody has a laptop or anything at all. Everybody using a phone?
I have a laptop, but I'm not using Teams on it.
Oh. Or you're using a phone today for your class?
I normally use my phone because I can multitask with the laptop.
Okay, I get you. I got you. Are there any questions?
Not exactly relating to the class. I just want to like I'm trying to mark something. Where in Word would I find like a pencil tool?
All right, let me bring it up and show. 1 sec. What version you have?
I'm not using Word, I'm using WPS.
Ew.
If I find it in Word, I can find it in WPS. I just want to know which heading.
Okay, let me share a sec. All right, listen everybody. So we're going to have one more class next week, and then the following, and I'm going to ask persons to please go to the Moodle site. The activity, the Jamaica Observer activity need to be uploaded to there, please. I need everybody to go to the Moodle site. I added everybody to it, the one that says data operation April 2021, and upload the Jamaica Observer activity to there, please. That I'm giving you is an internal, I use it as an internal test that I normally give students. But because you're not doing a final, you're not doing the, you're only doing one-shot exam for this. So we'll have one more class next week, and then the following week, you do the one-shot. There are some practice quiz on the platform that you can go on to do some practice. I already sent you all of the written information already. All of that sent to you. I need to go back on that. And there's some practice things on the Moodle platform you can go on to get a little more practice in, little practice quiz and so on. to practice as well. And we're going to go through some practice questions next week. And then and the following week now would be the final exam, which we're only going to be doing. It is going to be 40 multiple choice plus Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. That's how the exam goes. So it is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and 40 multiple choice. And you end up with a data operation job certification at the end. So you get 2 certificates. So we'll be going through some questions next week and to preparing for the 40 multiple choice, right? After that, no one of the exam, I won't be available. After next week, after the week of the 28th, I'll be on leave for 3 weeks. So I won't be available until the 26th of July. Oh, yes, Niall?
All right, when I finish talk, okay, wait.
Right, so however, all queries can be go through Miss Nicola Smith, which anything pertaining to me, you can go through her. Miss Nicola Smith, which is the programs coordinator, you can contact her for any other queries once I am not there. Right, so she will be covering for me while I'm not there, although she's my supervisor. Go ahead now.
Yes, Miss, I just was asking you, all your screenshot using a computer.
All right, I should show you. Let me go and show about the Microsoft Word. So what you said you wanted, the pencil, you said?
Yes, miss.
Okay. I think it's what? This insert. The pencil to do, I think it's shape. So insert and shape. What you want to do exactly?
If I just want to outline something.
No, you have to be more specific. What you want to do? Outline what?
I'm trying. It's something for a project. So I just want to outline a map, or just to make something specific on a map.
Like what you want to put there, like an arrow or what? Or what exactly?
Miss, the pencil tool would have been better. And if I can't get the pencil tool, I'm just going to go into Paint and just put it in Paint and get the pencil tool.
Yeah, because you can't really do much in because the most you probably can do is go to insert, and where you can draw a line. You can go to insert and let me see, probably this free scribble.
Okay.
Right.
No problem.
Right. So probably you can try the shapes icon and see if that can assist you. So insert and shapes and look for and then you can try that and see if that will help. Because there's not much drawing tools in Microsoft Word like that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, the free scribble worked. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Now for Niall's question, Niall, what you're working with if you're working with a laptop, you have something called snipping tool. You see it at the bottom of my screen? Type in, so it's a snipping tool. See if you find snipping tool on your computer.
Well, Missy, it have to be, suppose I'm watching YouTube and I want a screenshot.
Screen.
So you can use snipping tool as well.
You can use Windows, press the Windows icon on print screen on the keyboard and it screenshots it and save it to files.
All right, so there's many different ways.
What am I doing? My press.
The Windows icon on the keyboard, and most time it print screen or PS, that's print screen. You press them at the same time, like you use a regular phone, and it automatically save it to your file.
Okay.
Or there's another way too. You can use snipping tool as well. There's more, right? You can use snipping tool as well and take a picture of it. So you click on snipping tool, click new, and you can take a picture of whatever you want as well. So there's more than one ways.
Mr. Which part would I find the snipping tool?
Type it in your, and type it in, search, look on your tool on your start button and scroll where all your where all of your, what you call it, where all of your programs are, and you scroll it to the and look for the for snipping tool. It is supposed to be there. Or type it in the search box. You see my search box there? I just type in snipping tool and it comes up. All right, everybody seen my screen where it shows the Moodle platform?
Yes, yes.
All right, so on this part where it says data operation April 2021, you are all added to the platform. Now on it you have some quiz, PowerPoint quiz, Excel quiz, Word quiz. You can click on it and do the little quiz. It is good for you to practice it. Also, the Word application that I sent you, the Jamaica Observer, the last part, the one that we did, Jamaica Observer, you're going to go to this platform where it says word processing application, food prep group 5. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to add your activity to the assignment to the platform. All right, you're going to upload to the platform. Oh, I think somebody uploaded.
Miss, just to be sure again. When you're leaving again? On which date?
My leave starts on the 5th of July.
Okay.
So we have oh, Kenya, you do it already, man. Oh,
Miss, question about assignments. Just
show me how to do it. I just put it on.
all right, good. Yes, dear. Go ahead.
Miss, to be sure, I didn't see a outline saying how much space I should assume it. Should I assume it to be 1.5 or just regular one? Because that's one on the document.
No, so the Jamaica Observer document, you type it just like how you see it.
Okay, miss.
Right, you type it just like how you see it and just follow the cause it didn't split for one or what it is, so you type it like how you see it. Because the instructions are right at the side.
Okay, miss.
Right, so you just follow the instructions. There is no spacing for that. Like just type what you see and then follow the instructions and you'll be fine.
Okay, miss.
And then now, so for this now, I'm sending you an Excel activity. And the Excel activity, remember we did the PowerPoint already, so we are okay for that. The Excel activity will be uploaded where it says spreadsheet. So you're going to be uploading the Word and the spreadsheet one under that. And I'm going to say this. Only the persons who upload the Word and the Excel to the platform will be doing the final exam. So let everybody know for me. Only the persons who do the Word and the Excel activity and upload to the site will be doing the final exam. So if you don't do the activity, that means you're not interested in doing the data operation final exam. So therefore you won't be doing the final exam and you won't get the job certification. So if you're having issues to do it, come down to Boys Town and we can get assistance. Clear? But the two must be done and uploaded to the Moodle site or when they're not doing the exam. Brianna, pass that on for me.
Yes, me.
No exam will be done unless the two activities are uploaded to the site. I can't go ahead and give persons exams who are not participating and make them go get certificate. Is that fair? Is that fair to make persons do those things and them not participating? Would that be fair? Yes or no?
No, miss. No.
Right? So I need you to fulfill that obligation to do the two activities, upload to the Moodle site. As I said, if you have an issue to even upload as well, come down to the institution and you get assistance. Do not wait until, because I am going to be checking for it. And I say if a 10 people name send up under it, it's 10 people going up for the exam. That is all. But 10 people upload.
Me so we can send it in anytime.
What do you mean by anytime?
As in if you have a due date when it for coming, alright, due already.
The Word one due long time, so that I want that by the weekend to upload. Or by Monday the latest to upload to the site. By Monday for the Word one.
So, Miss, you see mine and send them in your email?
Come again?
Do you see mine? I sent them to your email.
Yes, I did. But can you upload to the Moodle site, please?
No, I asked you if it's just the observer one.
Yeah, man. Just the observer one I want to upload.
I was talking about the other ones before.
No, man, not before. Just the observer one I want to upload to the site.
Okay.
So once the observer one is just that one I want to be uploaded to the site. And then I'm going to give the Excel one, and the Excel must also be uploaded to the site as well. So those two. And so the final for both to be uploaded is by, let me tell you, by Thursday next week. No, sorry, you kind of cut it short. By Wednesday, because I have to send in the names to the person who's going to be putting on the exam. So I don't want to leave myself. No, it's okay. I'm putting it to Thursday. Next week, Thursday, both the Word and the Excel must be uploaded to the site. And so on. Remember now, so we're going to be meeting on Wednesday. And then we'll do our final little wrap up. We're going to go through some questions. I want you to go to the site and do the practice. Just do some practice on it and see where you're at. And then you can bring your questions and so on. I sent you the PowerPoint, which have the theory notes already, so you need you guys to check back on that. Right? If person said they have not gotten the recording, which is the link, you can let me know, because I think maybe you're not seeing it, but it's a YouTube link. So once you see the email, I send the activity with the YouTube link all the time, right? So it's a YouTube link, and I've always sent the both of them. Because tried to me, it's a bit easier to. So how normally you persons get access to the recording for Miss Sims? How you get access to recording for Miss Sims?
Mr. No, so we get your recording though.
Miss Sims one is through OneDrive.
Okay, fine. So she do it through OneDrive, but I do it as a YouTube link, right? So that's
Miss,
another. Yes.
Your one better, you know. Your one way better. Because Miss Sims on freeze up, you know.
Because it is uploaded. My one, but that is why I stopped doing it like that. I used to email it, and I know that it was an issue. That's why I started putting it on a YouTube channel and send the link, because I find it's far easier that way, and it's easier for everybody. So my advice, please go back through the recordings that I have sent before, search back your email, everything up. And you know what thing with me? I always send email, and I always send my activity, and I always send recording. So I'm asking you, please, to check back your email, look back at it, check back everything. Please. I am imploring on you to do so. As I said what, we have 3, 6, 9 persons. I don't know, right? I have never seen some persons on the class. I'm not sure what happened to Oksana today, because I don't see Oksana. I have never seen. I mean, is this person, what's her name? There was a Samantha. Not sure of her name, I know.
Yes, Miss One Samantha in our class.
I know, so true, but she has never come to any of this class, so I'm not even going to concern myself over Samantha right now. But you said I didn't even have her name. That's how much I didn't even. I just her name just come back to me a while ago. I see, and none of you remember her name. I never see some. I never call her name. This morning, I don't even have her name, so that is something there. See, somebody's name, Michael. I don't even remember if Michael ever come to any other class.
You're there,
Michael. Oh, but Michael, what time you join the class?
Kinda late, miss.
Kinda. Oh, have you been getting all the recordings, Michael?
Miss me get something on my email, miss.
You get something? You better go look on the something them and hold for something me send. I need the observer activity to be uploaded to the site.
Miss one of the assessment basic practical and carry out data research. So them two work them said.
You need to look at it and think there, but look, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we have to take charge of what we have to be doing, right? And we have to take it is your duty to do what you have to do. All right, and I'm imploring you, Brianna, if person said you haven't received, I want you to just do a check for me, please. Check for me how many emails I sent with recordings, and just check for me now if all persons have gotten it. If not, they tell me which one they didn't get. Can you work out that for me, please?
Miss No?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yes. Just do a check for me on that. But the Jamaica Observer and the Excel, which I'm going to send, must be uploaded to the site. And I will going to, as usual, I will send the recording. Give me until the end of, give me until tomorrow morning to send the recording and the activity, because I have to go to I have a doctor's appointment shortly that I have to go to. So I will send out that information, and I'm going to send as much information as possible again to everybody to make sure that we are okay. I'm going to send it one more time. Right? So that was basically it for today's class. I don't want to keep you up much more because you soon have your next class with Miss Francis. All right, everybody.
All right, miss. Yes, miss. Good class.
So please try and go back to the recordings that were previously sent. It's only a click away. Only a click away. Click and you get to the YouTube channel and you can watch it back. And it is going to always be available. It's not going to come down.
Miss,
Yes, dear.
Miss, I wanted to ask you if you can like give us like some work where you give if we have them outstanding, because we know I've
Only
been
thing
doing
outstanding now is the only thing I
now.
want right outstanding is the Microsoft, is the Jamaica Observer. That's it, you know.
Okay.
So once you did not do that, that's the one that is what is needed. And then I'm going to send the Excel, and that's it. That will be the only other thing. There's just a word on the Excel. The PowerPoint was done long time ago.
Okay.
What you said? What you said, Michael?
There's one work here, so I asked to carry out data entry. The first question is to list 3 computers. That one of them?
Scroll down. Yes, a whole heap of things missing in there. A whole heap of things missing.
I have that.
That's just one of the many.
So that's supposed to upload to?
Scroll down. That's the questions for you to practice. Those are practice questions. There was a practical activity. What was the practical activity below that?
Look.
What I want is the Jamaica Observer one, the last practical that I sent.
The last, let me look. Hold on.
If you're not seeing it, it's on the site. You go to the site, activities on the site as well.
So just to be clear, only 2 internal assessment you'll be getting, which is this one and Excel. Okay.
Right. But without those 2, I'm not sending up persons for the final exam.
Okay, miss.
That's the deal. And then you can go to the site and do the practice quiz towards the exam. And that's and then you guys should be fine for the final. I was saying we're going to go through some little revision next week and so on. So I implore everybody to be on class for next week, so we can do our revision and go through everything and so on. So that is the plan.
Miss, we see next one. I said, I just enter Garmix Academy, ICT department. That one?
I do. When was, look at the date now? What's the date?
It's no date, miss.
Huh?
What's no date?
What date will they send the email? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, look.
Because huh?
I sent it May 11.
Look how far that there.
So them that alone, me see, as work.
No, sir.
I got sent in a group.
Because
Right,
me send after that. I have sent so much before. Man, that means you're not paying attention to your emails.
Just going to click the link there for them.
The last email was sent. The link was sent on June 3rd. The link was sent on June 3rd.
You know that was the World Skills Club.
And it says computer essentials. When I did send the that other one there, the Jamaica Observer again.
I think it's May 27 or 29.
Ago.
What's it? I sent so much email. I don't. I don't have to pay more care. I don't have to check in the email every day, you know. I have to check on the email every day. And Michael, your name always come up first.
My name.
The one we talk about it Heart Garments Academy was a PowerPoint, was the first assignment that was sent. That was the PowerPoint one. That was the first one. And that's when I uploaded video. That was from May 11th. That is on May 11th. I've sent many different ones after that. Let's go back to your emails, Michael. The Jamaica Observer one was sent. All right, so, all right. Oh Lord, I'm have to go through. I have a lot of emails going through it. Cause I'm in touch with all groups. Sometimes it's to go through so much emails. If you want, can everybody was able to log on to the Moodle site, right?
Yes.
So if you're on the Moodle site, it is also on the Moodle site as well. The activity is also on the Moodle site. So if you don't see it, go to the Moodle site. It is there. Download it. And also then when you finish, you upload it to the site. It is also there.
Somebody just sent me to the group.
All right. So if any other issues, let me know in next week, please.
Yes, sir.
All right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. And do have yourself a good rest of the day.